So it's ready to fly and it's full flight and it's very busy. But this one from Bangalore to Sydney, it is cramped. I mean, I'll show you. I mean, I can't actually seat here properly. We are making like almost like a U-turn. Paneer tikka masala or similar, something similar. And how is the bread?
Yellow color.
So we have got something to cool down our tongue. I have been capturing the red center of Australia. Hope you enjoyed this amazing tour of Bengaluru International Airport. This has been an amazing experience. It's like a botanical garden, walk in the botanical garden. So finally we are getting on board our Qantas QF68 flight. And I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to capture all the experience on board. Let's join us, and this is our Qantas QF68. This is ready to fly from Bengaluru to Sydney, and it will take 12 hours. Hopefully it will be a smooth journey. It will be mostly night time, so it will be very good time to sleep. We are on board QF68 and we are ready to fly to Sydney. When we came from Sydney to Bangalore, that A330 was just fantastic. It was quite spacious, new model perhaps, I don't know. But this one from Bangalore to Sydney, it is cramped. I mean, I'll show you. I mean, I can't actually seat here properly. So what would happen if somebody bigger than me is sitting in these seats? We don't have any space to keep our bag, like the small parts or like passport bag. We can't keep it here and it's just cramped. I mean, I have got the USB charger, that's good. So it's ready to fly and it's full flight and it's very busy. We just got in and look at these screens. They're tiny screens. This aircraft is a very old one, and we have 54B and 54A. I've got nice window. At least this time I'm not having any issue with the wing. The seat that I booked, they kept it as it is, so there is no drama this time. But in Bangalore airport, we had like 3 level of securities. So we had one when we entered the airport, then we had another one, before jumping on board. And it was a bit tiring as well, because I thought I don't have to take the electronics 3 times out of my bag, but I had. So all in all, if the flight is good, I'm happy. I want to go back and arrive Sydney safely. So that's all I can say at the moment. And this flight is going to be mostly nighttime flight. When we came from Sydney to Bangalore, that was a daytime flight and it was really a working day, so I couldn't sleep and I was continuously vlogging. But this time probably I'm going to say a little bit, very specific item wise, like food and probably nothing else. This is a horrible seat. What can I say? I mean, this is economy, but completely stuck in my seat and there is no leg space, almost no leg space. So look at this. I'm actually not very big person, but my knees are touching these compartments where I'm keeping my bag, and these are the shoes that I have, and there is no footrest. There is absolutely no footrest. So this is not good. I mean, this is really bad for 12 hours. And should I be looking around and to find what movies they're offering? Definitely not. But if there is anything interesting I find, I'll definitely record. Please stay tuned and I'll be making a fantastic vlog for you guys. I normally show you the screen and the map, and it's such a tiny screen. Probably the map is also going to be very tiny, but let's see. So this is the flight route. As you know, it's a long one. When we'll be passing by Denpasar, as I mentioned, it's always very bumpy. And look at this map. It's very interesting. At the moment, Sydney is dark. It's already night time. We'll be flying through night time mostly. And we are already taxiing. Distance is about 9,363 kilometers. Local time is almost 11:30 at night. The engine has started. Another 12 hours. I would say our flight is on time because it's about 6 o'clock at the moment in the evening in Bangalore, and our flight was scheduled at 5:40, so it's just 20 minutes here and there. It's pretty on time. It's living pretty on time. We have already started. This section of the airport has got a lot of Air India aircraft standing. That was a Vistara flight. Vistara is part of Air India now. So we are almost ready to fly, I guess. And look at the Bangalore airport in this beautiful evening. Indigo and few other aircrafts Different companies are there. Bangalore Airport is a very, very busy airport, as you know. And we can see the air traffic control tower. So for now, goodbye Bangalore. Wow, there is an aircraft landing. That's the Qantas Kangaroo. And in the background we have an Indigo maintenance shed. There are a couple of aircraft standing and they're doing some maintenance. So we are on the runway and we are in the queue and we are ready to go. It's almost 40 minutes late now. If you're a plane enthusiast, enjoy the roaring sound. So it's evening time and there is very, very thick, misty or very foggy environment at the moment, but still we can capture some of Bangalore's skyline. Probably this is not Bangalore, this is very close to airport, so this is some other suburbs. This is definitely not Bangalore. Wow, it's turning heavily at the moment. We are making like almost like a U-turn. That was a huge turn. That was like as soon as it started flying, it started turning, and that was a bit bumpy ride. And you can see the evening sky. The sun is setting and it is getting almost dark. We are getting a bit more stable now, and all the wings are getting shortened, all the parts are getting folded, engines are getting leveled. So the journey started. Probably it's going to be very dark very soon. So the interesting bit will be once they will serve dinner. So that will be the next item. Beautiful sunset happening. They have started giving us something. I don't know what that is. I'll show you. This is a pack of cashew, I think. This is a pack of cashew and it came from Kerala. The first snacks on Qantas QF68 is a pack of slightly salted cashew. Very tasty, and they are product of Kerala. So as you can see, we are almost leaving India. We are just passing by Chennai and then we'll be flying for at least 3-4 hours over sea, and before we pass by Denpasar or Bali. So we have started our journey over the ocean and we left India. So goodbye India for now. It started to smell nice, and so the dinner will be served very soon. So we have covered almost 1000 kilometers, about 700 kilometers so far, and this is the location at the moment. So we have just got our dinner and it has been served. The menu had one vegetarian option, which is paneer as before. The non-veg one had two options. One is the western and we had ginger beer as before. So this is the bread that we have been given, and this is the ginger beer, and this is, first of all, I will show Rima's paneer as before. Paneer tikka masala or similar, something similar. And how is the bread?
Yellow color.
Yellow color, so brioche bread, maybe a look-alike brioche. And so I'll just open mine and I'll show you. So this is my chicken jalfrezi, and on the right hand corner I've got some carrot and green peas and green bean curry, and it's jeera rice, and so that's the dinner. And what's this dal? Yeah, so you have got two vegetarian options. Looking nice. Hello again, and I've just finished my dinner, and Urdima also had finished her dinner. Food-wise, it was very good, very warm, and very nicely presented. But the portion was small, which is good for me because I'm not eating that much for last couple of days. Especially the paneer and chicken was super hot. I don't know why this is so hot. Maybe because we are flying from India, and I think they have collected their food from some kitchen in Kerala. Because for last 7 8 days we have been traveling in Kerala, and all the fish curries that we tried, that was super hot. Everything was hot. Like sambar was hot, rasam was hot, coconut chutney was hot, and all the fish curries, the delicious fish curries that we tried, everything was super hot. Once upon a time, I lived in Bangalore for 4 months, and for those 4 months, I always had either dosa, either idli, or bada, and I loved rasam. I loved rasam, and I still do because it's so refreshing. It has got tamarind, it has got chili, and I always drink rasam very nicely. So today's meal on QF68 so far is good. We had one small packet of cashew, and we had a very nice Indian meal. And so let's see what next they offer. Food was so hot that they served some ice lollies, Punjabi Kulfi, Amul's Punjabi Kulfi. So we have got something to cool down our tongue. So this is the Punjabi Kulfi from Amul. So it's a very authentic Indian dessert. Okay, it's the flavor is mawa and elaichi. Elaichi is the cardamom, and so we are going to try this. Let's try this. Very nice, very nice. It's very creamy, and it has got a lot of cardamoms. Very tasty. So at the moment we are like 1,500 kilometer into our journey of nearly 10,000 kilometer, and so this is the location, and we have completed our dinner. So after like next 10 15 minutes, all lights will be gone and we will be forced to sleep. And to be honest, I won't be able to sleep because it's 5.5 hours behind. So at the moment it's still good few hours left in Indian time. So as I was saying, in 3 to 4 hours time, we'll be passing by 10%, and the weather will be bad always, night time especially. And so that time I'll wake up and I'll do a little bit more vlogging, and I'll show you where we are and what's happening, and if there is any snacks they're offering. Hope you're enjoying this vlog. If you are liking this vlog, please make some comment. Eating that kulfi after such a long time, Punjabi kulfi from Amul, was a joy. It was delightful, and probably that kulfi is compensating my horrible sit. If you have watched this vlog until this point, thank you very much. So please stay tuned and continue our journey with us on QF68. Just before we are going to bed, and they gave us some sort of drink, so I opted for Diet Coke, and we have got some cookies. So this is our current location, and I think we are now officially 30 to 35% covering our whole distance. So it's about 7,500 kilometers to go. So we have been flying for last 3.5 hours, and we are just passing by Denpasar, Bali at the moment. A couple of hours ago it was super bumpy near Jakarta, and over Indian Ocean weather was too bad, and there was a lot of diversions, and so we had to put our seatbelt on, and here we are, and everyone is sleeping. It's totally dark, so this is the update, and hopefully another 3 hours time we'll be able to talk again. And this is the ground speed at the moment, 877 kilometer per hour, and altitude is 10,000 meter. Where we are approaching Australia, so in maybe 1.5 hours time we will be inside Australia. So that's just halfway through, or maybe 60% of the journey done. And so it has been almost 18 hours since we have been traveling, and it's been amazing so far. Very tiring, but amazing, because going back to home is always great. Finally, we are inside Australia. Wow, this has been a long journey, and look at this. Time to Sydney is another 4 hours to go, and 3,370 kilometer. So from that corner to Sydney, almost diagonally, Australia is 3,370 kilometer. So this is not a country, this is a continent. Hello, good morning, and welcome to the channel. If you're watching this vlog up to this point, thank you very much. And so we have another 3 hours to go to Sydney. Let me show you outside. So we have got very bright day in front of us. We are flying through around this position, around Alice Spring. So we are very much into the Australian center, and so soon we will be descending towards the southeast of Australia. We have got another 2,400 kilometers to go. Local time at Sydney 7:44. So it's almost 8 o'clock in the morning, and we have less than 3 hours to go. I think in this flight, QF68, they have one dinner and one breakfast. Yeah, I would say it's like a normal flight. It's been smooth. There was some turbulence on Indian Ocean, but since then we have absolutely smooth flight. But the seats are awful, and it's just the other flight that we came from Sydney to Bangalore on 67, QF67. That seat was really good. I mean, that aircraft was good. Although I was sitting on the wing, but seats were really nice. And here I have the full view, but unfortunately seats are totally cramped. What can I do? They have started serving our breakfast. So there are two options. One is chicken sausage and one is Indian veg. So I'm definitely going for chicken sausage. For last 15 minutes I have been capturing the red center of Australia. What a spectacular sight that was, passing through Mount Isa, and I could find a big runway there and highways. What a wonderful sight that was. So I'm going to make that a separate video. That was just magnificent. Arunima has gone for Indian veg, two medu bora, sambar and some mashed potato, and we have got some fruit slices and muffins. And I've gone for chicken with omelette, chicken sausage with omelette. So I've got one chicken sausage, some fried potato, some tomato gravy and omelette. Got some fruits and muffins, and I've gone for some coffee. I need some coffee. We'll be getting down at Sydney in 1.5 hour time, so we are nearly there. If you have watched this video until this point, I really appreciate your enthusiasm watching our video, and thank you very much. Really appreciative of that. So we are nearing to the end of our journey, and very soon we're going to land in Sydney. And it has been a very smooth journey. As I mentioned, there was very short portion where we had some bumpy rides near Jakarta on Indian Ocean. Otherwise, we have no problem. We came through very nicely. Overall, what can I say? As I mentioned several times, the seats are too cramped, and my legs are swollen and painful. Otherwise, I slept well. And the food was okay. I mean, it's standard meal. There was nothing exceptional, but it was good. Whether I am going to fly again with Qantas for such a long flight to India, especially, I don't know. Previously, all the flights that we took with Qantas to US, that was on A380. So A330. If it is a new aircraft, that's fantastic. If it is a very old aircraft like this, then it could be very painful. Overall, I'm happy with my seating arrangement because I didn't lose my seat and I could capture the Australian Red Center, which was amazing. I always love taking photos of Australian Red Center, and whenever I get the opportunity, especially flying from Darwin to Melbourne or Sydney, and while crossing Australia, if the time is right and if you can seat on the right side while going out of Australia or while coming in Australia on the left hand side. So we have been lucky in that way. We're going to stay a couple of nights in Sydney, and today is 3rd of January 2025. After nearly 26 or 27 hours, we have just arrived in Sydney and we checked in. Luckily, we have been given our room. So this is going to be our accommodation for next couple of days while we do something interesting. Thank you very much for watching this video and all of our videos.